Hello everyone, today I'm going to explain kata ganti in Indonesian language, which means pronouns. I'm Faye, your Indonesian language teacher. The Indonesian language doesn't have pronouns for inanimate object like it in English. So, Indonesian is also entirely gender neutral, so while English has she and he talking about another person, Indonesian simply uses dia, and even when English speakers would treat each other as equals, Indonesian uses hierarchical parameters to address your interlocutor or your partner conversation. Well, I will explain this in more detail on the next slide. There are three parameters to determine how you should address your interlocutor, yourself, or your partner conversation is in a conversation. First, social intimacy, then social status, and age seniority. In the Indonesian language, it matters greatly how you address your conversation partner or yourself when talking with someone according to them. And it's different when you address yourself or other or your conversation partner when you talk with your child or your younger siblings with when you talk with your boss or teacher in a professional or education environment. Well, let's start with kata ganti orang pertama or pembicara. In English is first person, refer to first person. Well, I will start with aku and saya or I am in English. The example is saya adalah seorang guru or I am a teacher. What is the difference between aku and saya? Well, aku is used for an informal way like talking with your friends or your younger siblings, and saya used in formal way like when you talk with your boss or your teacher or your lecturer in a professional or education movement. And in Indonesian language, when you address yourself, is really depend or according to your position in your family, education, or workplace. In the family hierarchy in the Indonesian language, like in the family position, you call yourself according to your position. For example, in the family, when you are the older sibling in your family, you usually use call yourself as kakak or other languages in the Indonesian local language. If you are the younger siblings or the youngest, you address yourself as ade. And when you are the father of your family, usually Indonesian people calling others himself as bapak, ayah, or papa. Yeah, it depends. And also, when you are mother, you call yourself ibu, mama, or bunda when you talk with your child, and etc. For the example, when you are the uncle or the aunt, grandparents, you address yourself according to the position in with your family members in Indonesian language. When you are the younger member, when with younger than uh, your conversational partner, you call yourself as your own name. Like my name is Faye. When I'm talk with my uncle, my aunt, I will call myself. I will use my name as to refer myself. And next, in the education or professional position, when you are a man in your workplace, yeah, of course, you address yourself as bapak, sir or mister, and or ibu for ma'am or miss. It's an informal way, but when you are the lower position on your workplace or your student, some people use their name to address themselves when talk with the higher position or like your boss or your teacher or your lecturer. Well, Jama, we Indonesian language have kita or kami. In English is we or us. So what is the difference between kami and kita? When Indonesian language use kami, in Indonesian language, we excluding the listeners. So the people who involve just you or your friend. And when we use kita in the Indonesian language, it is also involve the listener. So the three people like me and you, it is involving in the action. Let's look the sample. First is kami adalah pekerja sosial, or in English is we are social workers. In this context, kami just refer to you or your friends, you and your friends, if there are any people. But I'm not involved in this action, so I'm not pekerja sosial or social workers. But in the another example, where kita akan melakukan rapat hari ini, we have a meeting today. When in this context, kita it is refer you and me, so I will involve in the meeting today or in rapat. Second, let's move with kata ganti orang kedua or lawan bicara in English, which means second person. There are kamu or anda in Indonesian language which means you. It is a singular form. For example, apa yang akan kamu or anda lakukan hari ini in English, which means what are you doing today. There is a note for Indonesian learners. For example, when you talk with your friends, you people younger than you, like your younger siblings, and when or your subordinate in workplace or your teacher in the university of school. Usually, you can refer your partner conversation use you, and you can use anda to refer your conversation partner in a formal or neutral context, like addressing strangers when you talk with strangers, when the customer service talk to you, or in public announcement. But according to my observation or my experience, anda it is not really used in nowadays, but it's still applicable to use in daily life when you talk in Indonesian. And usually, there is a common to use bapak or ibu when you talk with your conversation partner, strangers, or someone you know with, like used for respected figures, such as your boss at work or your teacher or your lecturer in education environment like a school or university, or when you talk with customer service, it is still applicable. Then there is kalian for jamak, which means plural, which means you all in English. For example, kalian catat pelajaran ini. All of you take notes on this. For notes, kalian is used for friends to refer your friends, people younger than you, or college of a lower or equal position at work or school or university. You cannot use that for respectable people because it is used when you talk directly with them. Then kata ganti orang ketiga, or which mean the third person. There are dia or beliau in tunggal or singular, which means he or she. For the example, dia membaca buku di perpustakaan. He read a book in a library. But because in Indonesian, as I explained before, it is a neutral language, so actually dia can refer for men or women. Example, it refer for men, but you can also use dia when the subject in the action is woman. What is the difference between dia and beliau? Dia is used for friends, people younger than you, or colleagues, of a lower equal position at work or school or university, and beliau is used for respected figures such as your boss at work or your teacher or lecturer at school or university, and also for your elder in a family, also applicable to use that. But it's not really used common in Indonesian family. For the plural form or jamak in Indonesian language, we have mereka or they. For the example, mereka berada di sekolah hari ini, which means they are at school today. This is a summary table containing all the pronouns we have learned today in this video. Well, there are kata ganti orang, tunggal and jamak. Orang pertama in Indonesian language, tunggal is aku or saya, and jamak is kita or kami. Orang kedua tunggal which means in Indonesian is kamu or anda, and jamak is kalian. And orang ketiga tunggal form is dia or beliau, and in jamak or in plural is mereka. So thank you so much for your attention. I hope this lecture was easy to understand. If you have any questions, please write them down in the comment section below. Sampai jumpa.